What is cracking, you guys? Welcome on back to another video. I'm excited to be doing another high kappa video. It's been a long time. My good friend over at Waldo Customs has sent us over some stuff to review, talk about, film, and if you're looking for a great place to start with your high kappa upgrades, head on down to Waldo Customs, sponsor of the channel. You can use code Kraken to save 10%, and you won't regret it. So let's real quick talk about the high kappa updates. So this is obviously, of course, a pretty souped up high kappa. Was the case before these upgrades and is the case after. But really what I'm trying to do with this high kappa is make it a really lightweight build and make it incredibly snappy. I want it just to have a ridiculous trigger response and just be incredibly fast to follow up shots and accurate to follow up shots with little recoil and whatnot. So yeah, that's what we're gonna kind of talk about today. I think we've kind of hit the pinnacle here. It's not gonna get a whole lot better than this. With the parts from Waldo, I replaced my recoil spring. It was still a stock recoil spring. And I also added in the short stroke kit that they provided. I did already have this short stroked, but with that recoil spring, and then I just figured I'd try out their short stroke kit. I do like it more. I find you can get more customization out of it than, say, the Cow one. That's the one I was using previously. And yeah, ultimately, really happy with it. The recoil spring is a lot stiffer than my stock one, and then to short stroke it on top of that, I've got 3 buffers in there, 2 of the black ones, 1 of the yellow, and it is an aggressive short stroke. And my first time I shot it, I was like, wow, this is amazing. This feels really great, it's incredibly snappy, but I was like, there is no way this is going to feed. I've had it short stroked too far before where it doesn't feed, and anyone else who's done it knows exactly what I'm talking about. Hey cat. But there is a fix for everything, thankfully. They also provided me with their nozzle return spring, and I believe it's a 150% nozzle return spring. And this thing will fly back. I had a ton of issues with my nozzle before. That was kind of the thing that was holding me back, like I said before, but it doesn't stick at all now. I have no feeding issues whatsoever. I took it out to my backyard, gave it a couple test shots, and 0 issues. I've tried it with green gas, tried it with HPA, and everything seems to be working totally fine. So I will keep you guys updated on that, but I cannot wait to game this thing. It is going to absolutely slap. They provided me with a few other goodies here that I'll show you. A few things for Glocks, which we'll get into in a minute, and the AAP01 they've got some new stuff for, so if you're looking for some upgrades for that, I'm pretty sure they have some of the only stuff available for the AAP01 besides Army Armament right now. Also, they did just announce their short stroke kit for the AAP01, which is nuts. That sounds dope. So excited about that for sure. But probably the thing I'm most excited about are these little guys. These are their lubes. I've never really been one to maintain my guns the best. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm just a guy like anybody else. I don't know what I'm doing. And part of that is because I just didn't know what I was doing. So these bottles of lube all do something different, and they explain it perfectly on the side here. I mean, it's not limited to that, but it's a great starting point, at least. So this one says it's good for pistol slides, gas blowback nozzles, AEG compression O-rings, gas blowback rifle bolts, and so on and so forth. The 3 different viscosities, and yeah, all good for something different. Kind of going back to that, my blowback unit, I'm using the Sanctus Customs 3D printed blowback unit, again, for that lightweight build, and my nozzle was sticking to my blowback unit. I was having some issues there, but I took the lube, put a little bit in there, and ran it back and forth a couple times, and my nozzle is now running super smooth. I also lubed up my slide, which is a really good thing to do to maintain your slide and just your frame and all that. Yeah, you don't want metal scraping against metal. It's not a good sound, doesn't feel good when you're shooting, and now it just slips along very, very nicely. So I'll have to stay on top of that. If you guys want to see a maintaining video of kind of all my guns, that is something I would love to do because it is much needed. one more quick thing is we have the grip screws in here, which look awesome. I think it suits our purple and white build perfectly. So really happy with that as well. But yeah, honestly, I think we've kind of gotten to the end of this high kappa build. There'll of course still be content on it, gameplays and whatnot, but as for now, I think there won't be too many more upgrades to this. Let's talk about this. I just purchased a Glock 17 from a buddy of mine, and Waldo also provided me with some Glock parts. So I was like, hey, this is a really great opportunity to try this. This guy was super sluggish out of the box. Well, I mean, my friend's been using it for the past year now, and it's got an RMR on here. The plate weighs like 1,000 pounds. So every time you shoot it, like, you could just, compared to this guy, I mean, it was slow as anything. And there was some Glock parts provided. There was a recoil spring for this as well, and the blowback unit, or sorry, yeah, the nozzle return spring as well. And I put both of those in, and it's already shooting leagues better. Yeah, still needs lots of work done to it. Of course, the slide still weighs like 1,000 pounds because of the RMR, and it's definitely not a lightweight slide at all. But you know what? It's progress, and Glock build coming for sure. So stay tuned for that. We'll have tons more content coming on the Glock as we kind of move away from the high kappa content for just a little bit, unless I get a new high kappa, which honestly might happen because I loved building the previous high kappa, but something completely different with a Glock build. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. I've got some ideas, some plans, and I'm really excited for this one. So thank you to Waldo Customs for kind of sponsoring this video, sponsoring the channel, and providing me with some awesome parts to talk about. So that's pretty much it for today, you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.